You are wrong! All of you are wrong!
Hey guys, Don here, your pop culture grandpapa, and I hope you're having a great time on this ball of dirt called Earth. That aside, I believe the industry needs to be silent.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Now I know some of y'all are probably rolling your eyes, commenting that you're unsubscribing, gearing up to fight me in the comments, asking, what did he say? And to that I'll say, hold up. Wait a minute, let me explain. Now, there is no secret celebrity culture is dying or changing. People are not as inclined to give a fuck about celebrities like they used to. Also, people are realizing if a certain entertainer isn't their cup of tea, there is no need to sit through their antics or whatever they're trying to sell as a result of social media, which is the media that consumes a lot of our lives today. The medium has granted a sense of control of what we allow to harvest our energy. And there's also a sense of connection or close proximity virtually, or a parasocial connection. Sadly, because of social media, there is no more mystery. Every celebrity now wants to overexpose their lives on full display to stay relevant. Nothing piques curiosity anymore. And honestly, the industry needs to be silent again in this oversharing internet era. And that's what I mean when I say the industry needs to be silent. So don't drag me in the comments. I'm just an 80-year-old that needs to change his adult diapers, but rather rant and rave on the internet. In this video, let's talk about how the mysteriousness in the music industry is dead and gone, and why it's time to bring it the fuck back. How it appears no one has any shame, and how your faves oversharing on the internet is just a sad attempt of them trying to maintain relevance. I am Don, your pop culture boy. Let's get into it.
Catastrophic.
I want to first talk about what caused celebrity to lose their mysterious nature. Back in the day, before your favorite artist or any famous person for that matter was on the internet was filled with us regular people. I remember being on the internet in the 2000s when taking photos of yourselves on the toilet in order to upload it online was all the rave. In the good old days of curating music playlists on your MySpace page, being in chat rooms you shouldn't be in, or chatting with your friends on MSN or Yahoo Messenger, a time of world peace and prosperity. Initially, the internet started as an academic research project in 1969, but it didn't become a cultural thing until the 90s. However, not a lot of people had access to it or fully understood it. By the 2000s, that's when more households got connected to the internet, or as people back then called it, the net. Now let's use the net in a sentence. I'm just playing. Regular people ruled the internet in the early 2000s, and there weren't any monetary incentives provided by social media platforms. Social media was literally a place to see what your friends, your real friends, or maybe online friends were doing. In the mid to late 2000s, celebrities were on social media, but they didn't hop on the social media wave in the same fashion they do now. Back then, it was strictly for business, and some didn't join the party at all. Also, they had a lot more decorum on social media. The interactions were all about tour dates, new releases, etc. There was a line between us and them, and it was rarely crossed. Now in the 2010s, however, that's when celebrities started to open up on social media, mainly on Twitter, which is now called X. Initially, the platform was used to broadcast what you were doing at the moment or to tell jokes, like this Harry Styles tweet in 2013, brushing teeth mate, or this Kris Jenner tweet in 2012, I just shattered myself. That's when you fart and you shit yourself on accident. Bro, what the fuck?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
As I mentioned, in the 10s, celebrities started to become more relatable on social media, mainly due to Twitter, in turn causing celebrities to lose their mystique, or their mystery, the very thing that made celebrities attractive to the masses since the golden age of Hollywood, causing regular people to have a sense of closeness to their favorite celebrity, who then and now would even reply to their tweet, virtually dismantling the wedge between celebrity and us regular people. In the early decade, we would see the bad gal Rihanna get into notorious beefs and hilarious clapbacks on the platform, a side of celebrity we rarely saw, especially from an artist of her magnitude. The downfall of celebrity started in the 2010s due to Twitter, in my opinion, because it showed everyone that celebrities are just people at the end of the day. In that decade, celebs still acted accordingly online for the most part, as the unveiling of mysteriousness was rather new, and the public's reaction to any celebrity spat that we, the public, could now experience in real time which mainly happened on Twitter, would die down pretty quickly, like the time Chief Keef told Katy Perry to suck the skin off his dick, or when Rihanna and Ciara had their beef resulting in the death of Ciara's career in the process, or Azealia Banks. Her Twitter beefs are in their own multiverse and are too complex to unpack at this point. And as I said, these are things we, the everyday man and woman, do on the daily. So when celebrities do it in front of the world, i.e. getting dragged or doing the dragging, they didn't seem that special. The hype stopped hyping. Celebrities weren't oversharing as much either in the early 10s, but by the late 2010s, all veils of privacy or secrecy became non-existent. And now fast forward to present time, there is rarely any mystery when it comes to famous people. We are now in the era where if you do not overshare, you might get dragged for it or labeled not relatable. Just look at Nicki Minaj. The interesting thing about Nicki is that she has always been very active on social media, interacting with her fans, but now she's beefing with everyone online, something she did not do in her early career. Nicki recently called out Jay-Z because Lil Wayne was not chosen to perform at the Super Bowl halftime show. She clowned Atlantic Records executives after news broke that the label had a massive layoff back in September, and the time she went nuts on IG Live because of Megan dissing her on Hiss, or her going off on these Twitter spaces, and I'm like, bruh, Nicki was never like this or this unhinged. She's now always beefing with fans and other female rappers outside of her music, liking messy tweets about others in the industry, throwing shade, her husband's business on full display, and a lot of these things we know about the rapper were provided to us voluntarily by her. Another example of oversharing and lack of mystery in the music industry is Cardi B, and there are so many instances of Cardi B oversharing and doing way too much online. Recently, Cardi B and her now supposedly ex-future husband Offset got into it on the internet, where Offset commented on her live stating she slept with someone else while pregnant with his child.
Narcissism is all time high. And you know what's so crazy? I really be feeling like when people be saying like narcissist, niggas is narcissists and everything, I be like, do y'all even know what that word mean? But now I really do see what's a narcissist. You know what's so crazy? I find it so crazy, right? You know what I find so crazy? That a nigga think that they could just buy a bitch. You know what I'm saying? I love me shit, but you can buy me no more, motherfucker. And it's so crazy that a nigga think that that's enough. It's not enough, honey. It's just not enough. And you know what's so funny too? I find it funny that niggas think that they could on anything. But when I start talking to niggas, you want to threaten me with taking shit that I fucking work my ass off for. You want to play those games with me? We're going to play them games too. Since you want to threaten me, talking about you want to take my shit? You want to take my shit because I'm moving on? Move on. Why can't you move on? It's no fun when mama got the gun, right? It's no fun when I'm slanging pussy, right? Now we're going to court war, right? And I told you, get off my phone. Give a fuck. I'm tired.
And it's not just the women who are oversharing, it's the men as well. Like, who asked for this? And guess what, Cardi? We are tired too. I know you started your career being an open book, but I am tired of your antics. Stop oversharing on the internet. Let's be honest. Most of these celebrities that's oversharing are just sad and depressed and keep doing it because they think if they don't, they'll be forgotten. Most of this oversharing on the net cannot be taken back and will come back to bite them in the ass. Whenever you see some of these celebrities running on the internet with their business, a lot of the times they are trying to manipulate the public to be on their side if the situation gets bigger or out of hand. Also, a lot of these people just want to harvest your energy, get you invested into their lives, so when they are ready to sell you some shit, you'll buy it. It's all manipulation. And speaking of being tired of this oversharing era, R&B singer Ari Lennox recently announced that she will be leaving social media due to oversharing and not being happy because of it. So even celebrities are over the oversharing and intrusiveness on social media. Ari made the announcement on her Instagram in a post stating, "I'm working on a plan to transition off of social media for good. I don't believe I'll ever mature and be happy as long as I have it. So my last days on social media will be December 18th, my second year sobriety anniversary. I will be deleting my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok permanently. The fear of losing brand deals, music sales, niggas and bitches will no longer keep me here. To all my beautiful fans, I'm just not happy nor thriving here. I have a very toxic and codependent relationship with these apps. My happiness is worth more to me than using these platforms to promote. I truly believe I can get creative with marketing elsewhere. I'm so exhausted with this addiction to the internet and gossip and attention and validation and yearning to be in control and oversharing. I just want to be free and complete. I would like to offer other spaces where you can find me, and that's YouTube and my website and on the singing stage or outside. I'm not gonna front like this has been cute. It hasn't. I love y'all so much. Please subscribe to my mailing list on my website to remain updated on my 2025 album and tour, or don't. My single Smoke drops October 18. Also, my bad if my drama causes any distractions or insensitivity, as I'm aware of the constant horror going on in the world. I just need to give my sweeties a heads up. I'll be good, and I'm excited for this journey. I'm an extreme person. It will forever be all or nothing with me. And I approve this message. It's not only the oversharing that's out of hand. And I'm not saying you should leave social media, but in my opinion, you really can't be a happy individual while on these platforms anymore, because you end up comparing yourself with others, people you don't know, and you're comparing yourself to a facade, as people only share their highlights on social media. Also, while on these apps, you are inundated with fuckery all the time, from conspiracies and other BS. You will watch a video with a cute animal and then the next video is of an horrific accident. Back in the day, you had to seek out certain information on the net, and now you get it all in one place. And that's crazy to me because the internet is not safe. Granted, it was never safe, but back in the day, you knew the internet isn't safe and you always had caution. But now with all the shit water and toxic waste being in one place, i.e. social media, it's being disguised as, oh, it's a safe place. Newsflash, it's not. Because of social media being the new wave for exposure, celebrities are forced to overshare to be perceived as relatable. And the more relatable one becomes, the more engagement that celebrity gets, which encourages them to post more. With each post they make, sharing parts of their lives that people normally have to speculate about, they lose their mystery. And over time, this can cause an audience to lose interest because you sharing everything has become your brand. And if you stop oversharing, then people will move on to the next celebrity that overshares. Today, a lot of people misconstrued online fame with actual real-life value. Remember, social media is a vanity project, where in order to get the most engagement, you have to sacrifice your mysterious aura to be considered valuable. Ice Spice has a huge following online. The rapper has over 11 million followers on Instagram, 12 million on TikTok, but didn't sell over 100,000 copies in the first week when her debut studio album Y2K was released this year, despite the rapper's image being promoted heavily since 2022. So social media provides high expectations that rarely matches the end results. Hence, she got all those followers not because they liked her music. Well, I'm sure some do like her music, but it's obvious most came for that ass. Ice is not mysterious in the way that would benefit an artist. Here's the truth. Ice, her music is not for everyone. It's very niche, but her being overexposed on social media resulting in her having so much followers, it set high expectations for her debut album to perform. So when her album flopped, it became a spectacle online. In contrast, FKA Twigs, another artist whose music isn't for everyone. She's been around since the early 10s, but only has over 2 million followers on Instagram. Twigs is a very mysterious artist, in my opinion, that only gets personal when necessary while not oversharing. But the big difference with her and Ice is that they have different expectations when it comes to sales due to how they market themselves. Twigs can flop 50 times and no one will make it an issue because she's seen as an artist, not a product. A lot of your faves have a lot of followers because they have sacrificed their mysterious side in favor of being an open book. If Ice was a rapper like say No Name, selling 28K would not have mattered. Now, can we talk about how no one has shame? And for the record, I'm not saying you should shame others, absolutely not. What I'm saying is people used to have, a little decorum. People valued their personal life, their personal side. My business, my business type shit. And now people in general, not just celebrities, have no shame at all. Because we live in an age where engagement and virality online trumps everything. OnlyFans model Danae Davis called out former collaborator Gucci Third Leg for giving her herpes when she was 19 years old. Gucci, who claimed to have had sex with over 3,000 women,
my body count was like 3,100, but
was also accused of transmitting the disease to multiple women, according to Danae.
I was gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci Third Leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was going to send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls, and there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new, and I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know.
Now, I get it, being upset and coming to the internet to expose this, but was this the only recourse? Coming on the net screaming, I have herpes. Hell no, the world did not ask for this. Meanwhile, she's doing press runs on the internet. She even went on Tasha K and clapping back at people on TikTok.
Respectfully, I'll be the girl with the herpes for like the rest of my life. That's okay. Like, y'all can literally pin that on me. Because respectfully, I still get the babies. Your STD results does not depict whether or not you're going to find love. If you're going to have friends, if you're going to have success. Respectfully, since everything has came out, my booking rates have skyrocketed. My money has skyrocketed. I did not expect that at all. But I will say that there's nothing wrong with me having herpes. And the people that are hating on me, y'all be careful. Be very careful. Because karma comes around. There are ways to have sex as HSV2 positive or HIV positive. I don't have HIV, contrary to popular belief. But it doesn't matter what those test results say. Listen, I still get the babies. People still get the babies. I still get love. I still get ate the fuck up. And I know it makes you sick. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I will be talking about HSV on my YouTube, so y'all stay tuned for that.
Stop it. Get some help.
Now, Gucci went on stream with Aiden Rossclott and DJ Academics, where he had an old test proving he tested negative. He was supposed to return to the stream the following day with DJ Academics, but never showed up. And when Academics reached out to him, Gucci apparently told him he's going to sue Danae or some shit. But before that, he was on stream with Aiden talking about he's going to create an NFT to spread awareness or some shit like that. Look, the whole thing comes off as attention seeking, in my opinion. Back in the day, people either refute these allegations immediately or disappear. Now people are like running to the internet being, acting like they win a prize. Like, you did not win a prize, you won a disease. Sit your ass down. But no, they're running to the internet talking about, even Tiana Taylor a while back, went on some radio show to tell the world that she and her then husband, Iman, would get bitches together. Then got mad when people started to pick their relationship apart. Stop telling us your business and have some shame.
Shame!
I think we can all benefit from this conversation, not just famous people. There are so many people who are just publishing their personal information on social media for clicks when in honesty no one cares. Most people will not remember their comment they made on your oversharing post.
PNB Rock. Around 1 o'clock Monday afternoon, the rapper was dining with his girlfriend inside the South LA restaurant.
As they were eating, at least one suspect came and approached them with a firearm and demanded the victim's property.
LAPD Captain Kelly Muniz says there was a verbal exchange between the men and the suspect shot the rapper several times, removed his items, and left the restaurant. And rapper Nicki Minaj tweeting, after Pop Smoke, there's no way as rappers or our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts to show waffles and some fried chicken. That tweet was in response to this Instagram story allegedly taken by the rapper's girlfriend, where she posted the couple's meal and geotagged the location where the two were dining.
Recently, Liam Payne from One Direction passed RIP, and prior his passing, people had this sense of ownership of his business where he was just being scrutinized and just dragged for things about him on the internet. And when he passed and the news came out that certain drugs were found in his system, pink cocaine, Twitter was just dancing on his grave. And that's the thing with oversharing. People, at some point they're not going to consider you as a human, and laugh and crack jokes on the internet in certain situations they shouldn't. Here are some artists that are mysterious in this era of oversharing, proving you can be private and still be successful. Lana Del Rey, The Weeknd, Beyonce, Frank Ocean, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Andre 3000, and Kate Bush. And I'm sure there is more, so let me know in the comments of any other artist who is very private, very mysterious, and is still successful and respected in their fields. Fame is not the end-all be-all in life. If you want to be in the industry, whether the music industry or a model or an actor, I'm not gonna be like most people and say don't do it because of this or that, but I'll say go after it if that's what you want. And while you are on your pursuit, you might feel pressure to sacrifice your privacy or what makes you mysterious. I know there's the notion that, oh, to make it in this era, you can't be mysterious. I guarantee that's a trap and a world of torment. Let it be that fame finds you while you're being yourself, and don't give up on your timelessness and your self-respect in favor of always being this thing for the public, having your business served up for the blogs and low vibrational gossip hungry people. Being mysterious will give you a peace of mind, and if shit does get out about you that's damaging, true or false, people will give you the benefit of the doubt. Example, Cassie. Whether against her will or not, Cassie was in those freak-offs with Diddy, but when she made the allegations in her suit that was made public, the majority sided with her because Cassie was never out here making her life a spectacle. Cassie has always maintained a mysterious aura. She was silent for the duration of the heights of her career, which helped to kind of paint her as the perfect victim. And I know that's a hot take for some of y'all, but it's the truth. Because let's say it was Young Miami who sued Diddy instead, no one would be on her side in my opinion. Because, come on now. What do you think? I am Don, your pop culture boy, and I will see you in the next one.